overseas, we did not have the conflict that you see in the American church. Conflict is a luxury.
Wow.
Because when you are on mission
Yeah.
and there are few believers in your context and your church is small, there's no time for conflict. I mean, conflict happens. I'm not saying like we were perfect,
Right.
but you don't squabble
Right.
over these little things. You keep your eyes on the prize. Your eyes are on Jesus and his glory. And that, you know, just the lack of numbers and the lack of community brings with it just a weakness and a humility where your love grows for your team because there's no time for this.
That's really good.
So don't go as a family unless you're willing to make a lot of sacrifices. Our family, just sort of like a motto that we had was, we will not sacrifice our family for the mission, but we will make sacrifices as a family for the mission. And so that meant that my kids were not in tons of sports. They got to do one thing at a time. And we kept our calendar really bare because we wanted to be able to say, come on over for dinner. Let's open up the word. How are you doing? How's your marriage? Come on over. Let's talk about it. So that would be my exhortation to the planting team is leave that calendar wide open. In your average American church setting, people tend to live for themselves and add church on top of what they've already built for themselves. So as a planter, you want to look for people who are already on mission.
Yeah, that's it.
Already living for something
right.
bigger than themselves. And that's hard to come by. And I think that's probably why you were successful with college students, Matt, is because that's a demographic that's already like, okay, I want to do something bigger than me.
Right.
And when we lived in Japan, we ministered to military members. That's a population that's already living for something bigger.
That's right.
And so my exhortation to the listener, if you might join a church planting team, is live on mission. And those planters should look for those people who are already living for something bigger than themselves.